Well, hello, welcome to my Bajerski Crystals channel. Oh, I'm a bit bright today. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I love this top. This is my colour. For sure. Love it. How are you doing, guys? It's a lovely day today. I keep saying guys all the time, but hey ho. I keep thinking to myself, the one comment that I got a while ago which said, "You lost me at guys." Hi guys. Oh my god, get off. Yeah, so funny how some people are triggered by a certain word or words, right? It's so funny and so interesting as well. It's a great day today to talk about a beautiful combo crystal. I love talking about combos, and the reason why is because literally as a healer for 16 years, you'll often see me wearing a group of crystals around my neck, if not 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on who I was working on, how I was working, how I was feeling, and what I was trying to generate, because that's basically what crystals do. They generate a certain energy, a frequency. And what I found fascinating is certain crystals had a unique ability to love one another and create this bond, this power of the combination of energy, which it's a bit like colours. They say don't ever mix certain colours. I can't remember what is it. Blue and green should never be seen. But anyway, certain colours, you put them together and they just don't quite fit, right? Well, that's the same as crystals. Now, you would say no. All crystals should work together lovingly, and they do to a degree. They surely do. However, some crystals, for some strange reason, work in combination with each other like hand in glove. And that's the beautiful thing about crystals. And I urge you all as practitioners, healers, psychics, mediums, whatever you do, whatever kind of work you do, put combos on, because the combinations, the marriage of 2 or 3 really work amazing. And that's the beautiful thing about crystals and working with crystals. You never truly know what you're going to get till you wear them. So first of all, in my journey of a crystal healer, I started wearing simply one crystal just to feel the energy from that one crystal. And obviously a lot of you already know my favorite crystal of all is Moldavite. And I worked with Moldavite for many years constantly. So I would always revert to Moldavite, or you would always see me if we met for a coffee. People would say, "What Moldavite have you got on today?" And I'd say I'd have this teardrop, or I'd have this pencil Moldavite, or I'd have this really unusual shaped Moldavite, or whatever Moldavite, hedgehog. There's many different names for them, but I had so many different Moldavites because Moldavite in different forms vibrate at slightly different energies. Of course they do. They're bound to. Different formations are gonna, and they're all individual. However, the root, the main power of Moldavite is there to be seen, but it certainly has other effects. And depending on how you're feeling at any given moment, a Moldavite can shift your energy in certain directions, in certain ways. It can blast your energy and clear certain energies as well. So Moldavite is, for me, probably the most fascinating crystal of my life. It really is, because it never ceases to amaze me when I am in the presence of a group of Moldavites or just with simply one. But then from that moment on, after 2 or 3 years, I started to combine crystals, and it was only organic. It was basically, it wasn't me thinking, oh, I need to do this. It was more of, I just got 2 or 3 crystals on my neck. And I knew that my list of clients might have been 7 that day. So I would tune in and feel for some reason that, whoa, I need to wear that rainbow moonstone. I just need that on today. And I knew that by feeling this, by being intuitive to the day and to what crystals were calling me, that I knew that the higher self, or whether you believe it's spirit or their family in spirit, which I truly believe it is, and they always come forward to help the healing process, they call certain energy within crystals. Not only crystals, look behind, I've got oils, I've got incense, and there were certain oils I would be pulled to use. And always, and I mean this hand on my heart, always, they knew exactly what oils for me to use and crystals. And that was really, up until this moment, something that I never really truly could grasp. I knew it worked, I knew it was happening, people were confirming things, but is this possible? Could this really be true? Could there be an outside force guiding us to be able to choose certain things that are needed for our clients? Well, after a decade and a half, I can quite clearly say, yes, there is. Whether you believe that's your higher self doesn't matter. I choose not to bring ego into this or to think I'm anything special, which I keep telling you you are. And to a degree, you've got to believe in yourself and you've got to believe in the work. But for me, I choose to believe that I am guided by a higher force. And that isn't anything of ego, because we all are. And I see it from day to day. I see people, you know, the other day I saw a guy on a scooter and he was inches off being knocked over. And I thought, you, my friend, have just been saved. He never even gave it a second thought. But he was inches away from being killed from a car just coming straight past. And it was like that. And I thought, wow, 2 seconds earlier and you would have been hit, definitely. So we are guided. We are, you know, could he have squeezed that brake a little bit more and gone slower to be able to miss that? I believe it's so. I don't always believe that we follow. This is where it becomes complicated. I don't believe, because you're going to say, well, what happened to my brother who got knocked over, or my best friend who got knocked over? Why did that happen? They were good people. Well, my philosophy over the years is that sometimes we are so caught up in the darkness, in the fear and the worry, that we lose our connection to this beautiful flow that's always guiding us. And thus is why I made this video 2 years ago and never stopped, because I wanted you to get to a point in your life that you truly know in your heart that you are guided, and that you're listening, and that you're aware, and that you're looking for the signs, and you know that everything is okay. Clearing the fear and the worry of the what ifs helps you attune to that very energy that I'm talking about. So the guy who actually didn't get knocked over may have been more aware and more attuned than what we could imagine. So therefore we work towards that. And going back to 16 years ago and touching a few crystals, I realized that within these crystals and within the energy of these crystals, they were helping people attune. And that is so important. Most of us are not attuned at all. We are completely oblivious to the bigger picture and to the energy that is around us. We dismiss it because what's energy? I mean, I've heard many people say, as soon as somebody says energy, I'm off. I don't want to hear it. And to a degree, I know it sounds ridiculous, but you know what? What other word can you use? It is energy. It is a vibration that's around us that when you attune to, you can heal yourself, you can heal others, you can really walk a path of enlightenment, you can attune to your psychic and higher abilities, your power, your gifts, and thus crystals are amazing. So today we're going to talk about 2 amazing crystals that I love very dearly, and together I worked with these many years ago. And when I worked with them, I found that the combination was incredible. And these 2 crystals I haven't put together as yet on a pendant, but I will do one day. Not quite yet, but I will. Now, what are these 2 crystals? Well, first of all, of course, we've got a very beautiful piece of Moldavite. Okay, gorgeous piece of Moldavite there, I love it. And then this here, if you look at it carefully, is a beautiful piece of lava stone. Lava, beautiful combination. So working alongside children who are of deep stress, they've been abused perhaps, something has happened to them very bad, feeling very down, depleted of energy because of the fear and the worry and the anxiety. All of these things, I used to work with children with these 2. I used to work with adults who were really, really in pain in their stomach area, pancreas was one of the things that lava stone seems to work really well with. You need to get it down as low as you can to the pancreas area. It really helps and heals. And there was a lady today telling me that her mother has pancreas cancer, so straight away I thought, oh, lava stone, I need to get a piece of lava stone to her, and I will do in the next few days, to give it to her mother to lay it there. It works. It is a beautiful, beautiful stone that works amazing. I often spoke about lava stone in the past years. One of the things that I found fascinating is when I was at my, I think, second or third, I can't remember, retreat in Bali, I went down to the sea, and I was looking down and I'm seeing all these black stones, and I'm thinking, no, it can't be, because like me being me, I'm just away with the fairies most of the time. Anyway, I look and I see this man, and he sat with a stone in his hand, and he was a healer, and he was meditating, and what was in his hand? Sure enough, it was a lava stone. And people don't talk about this much. It's not known, and actually lava is pushed aside as if it's nothing. But let me tell you, it has great ability, it has great power, and it has great energy to block and clear a lot of very bad energies in the air. 5G, Wi-Fi, it's all of those things. It's an amazing absorber as well for the bad energy around, okay, outside. Tektite is amazing energy for negative energy that we create within ourselves and what people around us are creating in anger, fear and worry. It's a different, but that crystal absorbs. The difference between lava stone is that it emits an energy, a frequency that blasts away a lot of bad and negative energies that are made by man-made, computers, phones, microwaves, cell towers, all that kind of bad energy. So there is a difference. Please make sure you understand there is a difference. However, what I noticed when I placed a Moldavite with this crystal is it amplified itself and created a very unusual energy that makes a massive difference to depression. So what I was finding, that I laid these two crystals simultaneously on the forehead of men and women and children, and it was healing them. It was helping tremendously. No idea why, but the combination together was working for depression. So when you put these two crystals together, if somebody is suffering really bad depression, feeling really low, no self-esteem, angry, frustrated, anxiety, all of these energies which are really low, if you place these two crystals together and lay them on your client within their head, or if you just wear them, you'll find over a matter of hours, in fact minutes sometimes, that client, that person will start to release. Something about the Moldavite with lava together really fascinates me. Where does lava come from? It comes from volcanoes. It spews out all the nutrients, the minerals, all the things that are so powerful in there, that seems to be quite equal in an earthly and a spiritual sense of Moldavite. Moldavite is shooting across the galaxy, right? And at the same time, lava is shooting everything out into the air, and the combination together, there's something in it. There's something in it, and it's just beautiful. So, like I said, these two crystals, and I'm going to go through some of the things, how they work as well. Placing the Moldavite on the third eye or the temples, and this beautiful lava stone on the stomach as well, is a beautiful combo as well when you're meditating or when you're lying down. But they work best together. So if you're gonna lie down, if you put them together here and just let them be, or place your hand over there and place your other hand in upwards as if the palm is facing to the sky, you will receive the energy, and you will also blast energy into the crystals, and the crystals will work in combination with the universal flow. It's an amazing way to heal yourself. And if you've got a friend or anybody that you know is deep down depressed, feeling suicidal, these two crystals together, just put it on them and say, please, this is my gift to you. Let them wear it, let them hold it, and it works amazing. Higher or lower, it's interesting. Where should you wear it, higher or lower? Personally speaking, depending on how they're feeling. If they're feeling low, then you want to go lower, down to the belly button. If they're feeling a bit better day by day, go higher, because the Moldavite will then generate a new energy and then blast in the center of the heart, and that way they will be lifted and lifted. So my humble advice with these two crystals is start low if your client is low, and then work higher. If you've got a friend who's really feeling bad, get a long string and get it down to their belly button and tell them to leave it there. And then as the days go on, the weeks go on, you'll see the shift and the difference in them, and then bring it up to the heart level. Okay, that works its best. That's the way I worked with them, and that's the way I worked with my clients. So give that a try, it works well. Anything else? Okay, I want to share a story with you, okay? There was a day I was at a very big show. Lots of famous people at this show. I was, shaking hands of many different famous people and lots of people there. It was an incredible show. I really didn't have time to actually talk to anybody. Literally, I made a decision that I wanted as many people to feel the energy of pure energy healing. It was a new concept that I came up with, and I knew it was working, and I wanted to share it with the world. So what better place to do it was literally in front of hundreds of thousands of people who were there over the weekend. So I had my stand, which was very I didn't ask for, I just said I want a stand, but I ended up getting a really good stand, and and basically it was, everybody could see it. So it was like, wow, okay, thank you very much. Let's see what I can do. I took everything away and I thought, I'm not going to get a healing bed. I'm not going to spend 1.5 hours. I'm just going to share this healing technique with people. So I basically just put a chair in front of me and a little tiny table with a few crystals and some healing oils and some sage and some sticks that I work with, and maybe a feather and a few other bits. That's it, just a little table. So here I go. I was offering this work for, I think it was no more than €5, and you would get 10 minutes, something like that. So it was well worth it for people to feel it. So it was really fascinating, people walking past, and I soon found the real things that made me laugh. Like, you'd get a big butch guy walking past and he'd go, so what's all this energy stuff? And I'd say, well, it really helps heal you. No wrong with me, I don't need no healing, and walk off. And I'd go, oh, okay. And I'd smile. Then another guy would walk past, what's all this healing all about? And I'd say, well, basically what it is, it's something that makes you feel strong, powerful, happy. And it's like this energy pouring through you and makes you feel really, really powerful. Oh, I'll have some of that then. Come on then, give me some of that. So just changing the way I was saying things, from saying that you need healing to actually it's a bit of power that's giving you this amazing strength, that they'll have a taste of that. They'll have a bit of that. So here am I, stood up, giving this new healing technique, cleansing and clearing them with the first minute, using a bit of my sticks to cleanse and clear. Then I had 2 crystals. The only 2 crystals I had was Moldavite and the lava stone. I remember it to a T. This woman came over and she sat down. It was mid-afternoon, 1 o'clock. It was packed. She sat down, and this show was not a psychic show. This show was for over 50s, right? And I just wanted to be at a show where nobody knew anything about what I was doing. So I'm doing this show, and this lady came over, and I could see the worry and panic on her face. But I never ask anybody anything. I just say, please sit down, and then I started my work. I took these 2 crystals and put them on her. It was really low down. I placed this hand on her stomach and this on top of her head. I started doing the work. After 3 or 4 minutes, I could start feeling this energy, this power. I moved my hand further up to her heart and put my hand over her heart on her head. I moved my hand all around her head to a certain point in her head, and then I stayed there. After 10 minutes, it was finished. She got up and she went, "Oh, I feel different." And I said, "Come and give us a cuddle." I gave her a cuddle. She was off. 15 minutes after that, working with my next client, I'm seeing a group of people, 4 or 5 people, looking in suits, and a woman all dressed almost like a nurse, walking towards me while I'm working on this guy. When I'd finished working on this guy, I thought this was weird. They were stood there waiting. I'm wondering what they all come up to me for. Anyway, when I'd finished and said goodbye, they stepped in and said, "Excuse me, you just did some work on a lady." And I said, yeah, I know which lady. "What did you just do?" And I said, "Nothing. Why? Is she okay?" No, we want to know what you just did. Tell us what you just did." And I said, "Well, I just did my healing work. But how did you do it? What did you?" I said, "What's wrong?" They said, previous to you giving in a healing session, we just took her blood pressure and it was off the scales. We were worried and panicked, and we told her to leave and go and seek medical assistance. And she said she came back after a healing session and we tested her again. Her blood pressure is to normal, and they wanted to know how I did it. And I had to be honest and said, I haven't a clue how I do it. I just follow my intuition, feel, and go to where I need to be. There isn't a science that can give you the answer to this, so I cannot help you. And they were so frustrated, so angry, because I couldn't give them an answer, that they just went. I laughed so much, but what was such a beautiful confirmation is that I knew that this healing work works on so many levels. So I believe, hand on heart, that it's a combination of crystals and your own beautiful energy, which is around you all the time. If you can just learn how to channel, to bring that into your body or into somebody that you love and you want to heal, that is why I am so proud to do the pure energy healing courses in the world. And this year we have 2. So maybe I'll see you there. And I hope you enjoyed this lovely 2 combo crystal marriage. Moldavite and the most beautiful, gorgeous lava stone. May it work for you. Have a great day, guys, and hope to see you in Toronto very soon. Take care. Bye.